Warning: this podcast may feature adult language and themes and is not suitable for younger audiences. You have been warned. Hello and welcome back to another installment of Hapless Heroes. I'm Francesco, your host and DM, and to my left we have Joe, who plays Ezra.
Hi.
We have Mike, who plays Quinn.
Hello.
We have Dave, who plays Zero.
Hello.
We have Zach, who plays Paradil.
Greetings.
And we have James, who plays Hoblet.
Evening, friends.
And since James did such a beautiful job last week of recapping our somewhat lost audio episode, I'm going to let you take it away. What happened last time? James, bring us up to speed.
Grab a chair, friends. Last week, we started out at the entrance of an ogre's den. Inside of the den, we could hear some screams, so I went up, heroically, to try and see what was going on. Ended up getting downed in the process. However, we did end up freeing and befriending an elf named Paradil.
Tee-hee-hoo.
A gnome, sorry.
Minus 50 DKP!
After Paradil flopped about nude for a moment, he dressed himself, we downed the ogre, took his hair, made our way over to Razi the Devil's house, where I threw some insults his way. He did not bite. We went inside, foolishly put our weapons down, got our asses kicked.
Then he bit, yeah.
Yeah, then he definitely was biting and scratching.
He started all of us on fire. I fell down trying to get an axe. And after making a quote-unquote fair deal with the devil, he's agreed to give us some of his blood in exchange for taking one of us out of society at random at a point in time that he gets to choose to do whatever he wants us to do.
For a favor.
Yeah, which I wasn't really down with, but we're doing it anyways. So we are now, assumedly, headed back to Tavi and 31 Squared to deliver our harvest of ogre hair and devil blood.
Well done, sir. Yeah. So is that the plan? Anyone needing to make any stops?
Not really. Thursday brunch is over with.
Okay. So we head back to the farm. You guys taking the woods again?
Yeah.
Yep.
The time is of the essence.
So it's like kind of like last time. I'll roll a percentile. See how quiet this journey is. Yeah. Again, rather unimpeded back to the farm.
Nice.
We'll say it's at this point it's definitely approaching, given the time you guys were unconscious for a moment and dealing with Razi and stuff like that, getting back to the farm. We're probably at about 3 p.m. now, 3:30.
You did pretty well for
Good time, yeah.
What time did we have until?
You have plenty of time right now.
Okay.
Okay, we going back to the barn?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys kind of get up to to the loft of the barn, and 31 Squared is immediately ready to go. You see that Tavi's in there too, and he's kind of begging 31 Squared to stay a bit longer. Like pleading with him, like, come on, 31 Squared, like, I don't want you to leave yet. Like, you're my best friend. And you see that, Tavi kind of turns to you, and I mean, he's definitely, he's still in a bit of a better mood than he was when you left. He's just sad that his buddy's leaving. And he kind of asks to hear the stories of how you guys got the blood and hair. You guys like recap?
Yeah. In fact,
gesture to James. You don't have to do it again.
recap montage.
Recap montage. Yeah. I tell the kid about what happened.
Yeah, sure. And he kind of
Montage over montage.
yes.
Yes.
And he kind of like, he seems like just thrilled with the stuff you're telling him, all this stuff. It's like all this stuff he's read about in the books. I mean, his eyes are aglow with excitement.
Yeah.
And he kind of like gets a little more serious, and he kind of looks at you guys and he says, "I've been thinking, At first I thought 31 squared showing up was a sign that I was meant to get out of the farm. To meet strange people, to see weird places, to be an adventurer like you guys. I thought that if the whole world chose me to meet this person from who knows where, then they must want me to go out and explore. The more I think about it, though, the more I began to think the opposite. Now I'm thinking that this whole thing was to show me how much my family needs me. If I wasn't around, all of 31 Squared's friends would have shown up to take him back and made a mess of the whole place. The way he talks, they may have even hurt Ma and Pa in accidents since there'd be so many of them. Maybe this is the world's way of reminding me that I need to stay and keep my family safe. What do you all think it means? Does it mean that I should go be an adventurer? Or does it mean...
Family first, boy. Family first, always.
Beats me, kid.
Kind of looks at the rest of you. He's very curious what you think.
Well, Ezra looks at him kind of blankly and says, well, you could man up and explore on your own.
So we got 4 and against.
Yeah,
He's
he's kind of just like...
Yeah. That seemed to weigh
like
with...
we didn't really want to... I didn't really want to let him down, but I also didn't want to...
No, you said exactly what you were thinking.
Maybe we'll come back and kick his ass later when we come back for Roxy. I don't know.
It depends, Tabby. Who are you?
That question really seems to resonate with him for a while, and you kind of see him kind of get lost in his thoughts for a bit. He says, you know, you're right, guys. And I thank you for your kind words and your company, and I know that I'm just a little kid, and I'm sure I could be, you know, a little hard to be around. You know, you guys are adults, and you guys have been around a long time, longer than I have, but it really means a lot to me that you helped 31 Squared, and I'm ready. I'm ready to say goodbye. And you sort of, at this point, he's starting to ask. He's like, you know, so what do we do then? And he looks at 31 Squared. He's like, what do we do now? 31 Squared at this point kind of says, you know, like, I know of a location where we may open this extraplanar gate. It is about 10 miles south of the farm. Oh wait, it's like away from the city, pretty far.
Okay.
Yeah. And there is an area they call the Bramble Hills due to patches of thorns and briars that cover the area. And he says, I am ready when you are. And Tavi says that he's like, you know, it's starting to get later in the evening now, like, you know, I mean, we're still around like 3:30 or something like that, but, you know, dinner time's at like an hour or so for him. And so Tavi's like, you know, my parents, they stay inside after dinner, and, you know, we have a lot of time right now that you guys got back so quick. He's like, it'd be easy for me to sneak out after that. So I gotta come with you guys. I want to make sure that he gets home. You know, maybe, you know, I know my parents invited you to dinner, and I'm sure they won't mind your new friend coming along. But, you know, if we could just wait till after dinner, they'll stay inside. They'll probably go to bed. You know, Pa likes to get to bed early since he's got to work in the fields in the morning. And I could sneak out and come with you guys. We'll go as soon as the sun starts setting.
Yeah.
Quinn nods, agrees.
Okay.
This is not enough time for a rest. We can't ditch the kid for dinner.
I'll say that.
No, but that dinner probably counts as a short rest.
Right. Sure does.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Yeah, I'd like my spell slots.
That's about the most stereotypical short rest you can have, eating a meal.
Right.
Do we get spell slots back during
No.
short rest?
Yeah, no.
None of y'all are warlocks.
No.
All right. Yeah. So.
Can I build a little clockwork device in addition to?
Sure. Yeah.
Wait.
My hit points?
Did this kid hand over the jewel?
No.
Not till it's done. Not till it's done. That's why he wants to come with you to make sure it gets done.
Yeah.
So.
And because this is his story, he better be there for the end.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, you guys kind of go in. You know, you guys hang about the farm for a little while. You know, the dinner bell rings. You guys head inside. Hit the spending montage.
Yeah, that'd be
And
great.
during that time, I also have enough time to build a little clockwork device.
Yeah. What are you building?
I don't know. I have a choice between
There's 3 of them.
Music
Yeah.
box, incendiary device, or a little clockwork toy.
Yeah. So, what do you
So
build?
one can be used to, 2 of them.
You can
I mean,
build.
they're all distractions. They're all pretty good distractions.
Yeah, I'll let you build one of your choice, whatever you feel.
I'm gonna do the music box.
Okay, sounds good.
Solid choice.
So
Building a bomb at the dinner table probably
Yeah,
won't go
right,
over
right.
so well.
So yeah, just make sure you spend the 10 gold because that's the materials, quote unquote, according to the rules. And all right, we've completed our short rest. So it's at this point, you guys had your rabbit and mushroom stew, and Tabby's parents.
Yummy.
Tabby's parents one more time. Dunker kind of goes up to you guys and he says, "Once again, fellas, like I want to thank y'all for helping me, for helping my son, for all for everything you've done for us around here, and I'm very sorry that I ever questioned your motives. I believe y'all are good people, and I hope we see each other again under better circumstances. I'll be at the market in Airline every Sunday, selling my produce. I'm gonna stop by and say hi sometime." And he kind of almost gesture. He doesn't push you guys towards the door, but he's kind of saying it's bedtime for him. You know what I mean? He's being very polite about it.
Yep. Sounds good.
Okay. So as you guys are leaving the farm, you see kind of Tabby had already went upstairs during dinner, while you guys were just kind of talking and making small talk or whatever, and you see him kind of pop his head out his window, which is facing you guys from upstairs, saying he's like, I'll meet y'all down the road in just a little bit. You go on out without me. I'll be right down. 31 Square, you kind of sees you as he says to see you exit. You see him kind of off to the side of the farm, kind of almost hiding behind some overgrown shrubs, and he kind of extends his very thin metal arm, kind of waves it at you guys, and is kind of beckoning for you to follow him.
Yep.
Okay. So, you guys are kind of walking south now. I mean, the way that you have to take to get there has to go around the woods anyways, because it's kind of southeast or southwest. I mean, and as you are traveling, 31 Squared, you kind of see him stopping frequently to gaze at the world around him, and you see him kind of get a little uneasy when he looks up to the wide open sky, and you kind of, as you're walking, it's talking to you guys, and he says, "Is this what your routine consists of every day? You have every variable you could want, and just wantonly choose which path to take? You could turn to the left right here. We could walk backwards for a little while. There, I just jumped." You kind of see him make a little hop. He's like, does this chaos not cause your mind to shut down? All of my existence, I have thought that I had no variables, no chaos, no difference. The truth is, I had those choices all along. It just took me 164,181 days to realize that I could have pulled that lever the other way anytime I wanted. I still see order and law, and it is part of my core functionality. But now I can see that it is reliant upon chaos. Hirelings of Tabi, I feel I should thank you for enabling me to continue to follow this path of unknown variables. I will remember your teachings for the remainder of my 842,113 days. And Tabi's kind of, you see Tabi is kind of walking behind you guys a little bit, and looks like sneaking because he didn't want to interrupt this conversation. Yeah. You see him just smiling ear to ear and just runs up and gives 31 Squared a big hug.
Yeah. And I look down at 31 Squared. It's like I was told when I was brought online first. The rules are the rules. How you follow them is up to you.
And he kind of he gestures almost like he's it's a very unfamiliar gesture for him, but he extends his hand and says, "High five, bro."
Yeah, and it is the most awkward. As he brings his hand forward,
this small metallic clink.
Back.
Yeah, small metallic clink as our hands touch momentarily.
Paradol sighs and rolls his eyes.
Quince is touching.
So it's obvious that 31 Squared is sort of realizing he's becoming a rogue Modron and he likes it. So the journey to the site of this portal takes a total of about 3 hours at this point, if you guys aren't going to stop at all, besides talking and whatnot. So traveling south of the farm, the forest sort of makes way into like the forest edge makes its way into gentle rolling hills. It's about an hour into your travels before you begin to see why the area is called the Bramble Hills. Small, greenish-black bushes with sharp, leathery leaves begin to show up around the trails and washed-out roads of the area. Another mile into the trip, the bushes begin to cover a large portion of the hills, and you quickly find that the leaves are razor-sharp. And kind of Tabby, as you guys are talking, it's like, it's about as far south as I've ever been. Past here, it's mostly just this razor vine. And Tabby kind of carefully grabs one of the leaves by the stem and shakes the large patch of foliage for emphasis. A few seconds later, you hear a buzzing sound emanating from the middle of the patch. And Tabby sort of unwittingly disturbed a large wasp nest that was hidden underneath the razor-sharp vines, and a swarm of wasps emerges from the vines and starts flying at you guys. And a giant wasp rises behind it. And let's roll initiative.
I've got 0.
Right. So 0. What's your initiative?
Is 7, 8, 9.
6.
Quinn.
Oh, sorry.
Great.
It's okay, I got your spirit on. You were next on the list anyways. Hoblet.
12.
Ezra.
5.
And...
You guys suck.
The bees.
The bee's knees.
Not the bees!
Great drink at Savoy, by the way.
It's got Nicolas Cage in my head now.
Yeah.
Not the bees!
They're huge and they're staying crazy. Your firearms are useless against them.
So, so we have the swarm of wasps going first, and the giant wasp.
Yeah.
So, Tabby kind of as he disturbed it, ran right the hell away, right through you guys. The moment he saw he disturbed it, he was just like, oh no, and just ran away. He's kind of hiding behind you guys. So we'll just say, Hoblet and 0. You guys are getting swarmed by wasps.
I'm very fine with this. I'm so much more fine than if the wasps attacked the kid and now we gotta take an injured kid back to his parents.
So, against Hoblet, it's only a 15.
Which is not a hit.
Yeah, they can't sting through your armor, but the giant wasp crits 0.
Right? We got this. I'm a scientist. What could go wrong?
A crit on the first one.
It's science.
Science! Yeah!
5 piercing damage.
Okay.
And
We were expecting it to be a whole lot worse,
Yeah.
that last encounter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think we're all a little shell-shocked, so...
And Hoblet, now it's on you, friend. The swarm is technically just one creature, though, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about the big bee?
It's its own creature. There's 2 of them. The
Okay.
swarm and then the giant wasp.
I am going... God. Every single time I cast this, I get a 1. So I'm just going to say that before we do this. But I am going to cast Guiding Bolt at the monster wasp. This is my last spell.
Okay.
If I swear to everything, if I get a 1 on this, we're picking a new spell. Just freaking hit him. Just freaking hit him. I don't even like this guy. I don't want to. I want this one. Here goes nothing.
Well, it wasn't
plus 4 to hit, I think, right?
Yeah.
What is it?
9.
9 is not going to do it. And it just sails off into the distance. 0.
Alright.
Yeah, 1 that stung you.
Yep. Not grabbing the crossbow this time, but pulling an equally ludicrously large, just shy of Cloud Strife's Buster Sword size greatsword off of his back.
Sure.
And tries to hit the monster wasp with a weapon bigger than it is.
Sounds good. Make it happen.
21.
That's a hit. See that, Deeps?
10, 11, 12.
You slice it in half.
Da, 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 da.
But isn't
Yeah.
that a swarm?
No, that was
No,
just the
that
giant
was just
wasp.
the big bee.
Oh, okay.
The swarm, however, is still kicking. There's a lot of those.
Right.
All right.
Peridot,
Well, my scimitar is extremely sharp,
let's make it happen.
and if I slice through a swarm, I can grab some.
Oh, you absolutely can.
Yeah, that's a 17.
That's a hit.
All right.
All right, so
How
now
many
you
of
roll
them
your
do I
damage.
get?
Nice.
That is an 8.
Nice. Yeah, you definitely get a few of them. They're still buzzing around, though.
All right. Give me a percentage.
A percentage?
Yeah.
I don't think it works that way. I don't think it works. You
Alright.
can't get up to date percentages on.
All right,
mobs.
fine.
You got a good amount of them. Ezra,
I'm gonna go after the.
there's only the swarm left.
Oh, it's just the swarm?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna take my sword to them.
Do it.
25.
Yeah,
no,
it's a
that's
crit.
a crit.
20.
Yeah.
And so, do I need to do damage? Or
Yeah, roll a d6. We're going to add 6 to that because you're going to give you max on one of them.
12.
All right. Yeah, there's only a small handful left. They're still buzzing around, though. Hey, Quinn.
Yeah, I guess I'll just kind of do some skewering with my
Sure.
rapier.
Yeah.
15?
Hit.
Sweet.
It's about to get
Here
raped.
you guys. Here you go, guys.
Fine. Really? Fucking 5.
Yeah, they're gone. What does it look like when you kill the remainder of these?
I literally just, I kind of do a little swirl with my rapier and I skewer them. However many's left, just kind of shish kebab right on my rapier.
Sure, yeah. Well done.
Insects on a rapier.
Right?
Yeah.
Anybody want to start a fire?
Yes.
All right. Well done. 100 XP for the party.
Oh wow, cool.
Are you going to tell us when we're
It's 900 for the next level.
Yeah.
We're at 790 now.
790?
Just need another 110.
You guys got a lot of good hits there. Plain and simple.
Bitch, yeah.
Okay, so
And that swarm probably could
All
have
right. So
done some damage.
my first thing upon exiting combat, turn around. How's our young charge doing?
Yeah.
he's good. In fact, he's standing there like clapping and just looking so proud of you guys
good.
for
He didn't
just
get stung. The
No.
last thing I
Right.
need is the end of
Right.
my girl.
Right.
right. No way, I would not do
Oh,
that.
why are you doing that? I
Because-
cried. I
Because
cried.
I'd start crying as I was saying.
Right.
Yeah. No. Anyways,
How terrible. Oh my god. You're
so
breaking my heart.
after a rather impressive bout of
I was
fighting.
so
That
relieved
defense.
when we got attacked.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Sorry.
So after a rather trivial bout of combat for you guys at this point now, well done.
The
You
kids ain't shook.
You guys continue down the road, and Tavi promises not to touch any more things.
Nobody killed Hoblet.
Nobody.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
He didn't even get hit.
Right? At all.
So
There were bees. There were bees.
the
Lots
bees.
of them.
Yeah. So you guys are starting to approach now the outskirts of some ruins. As you make your run down the path, the skeletal ruins of great buildings and structures are all that remains at the heart of the Bramble Hills. Razor-sharp vines cover what's left of ancient walls and parapets, now reduced to crumbling sections no more than a few feet tall. The area of rubble is sizable, with jagged growths sprouting up from patches of vegetation for acres. In the distance, a large, tiered stone structure can be seen rising above the black brambles. 31 Squared kind of speaks, he says, "The epicenter of the conflux resides 483 yards ahead." He mentions enthusiastically. Planar portals typically require a framework, so we should be expecting some sort of doorway or arch. Once it is located, I will take the planar key and pass through. I believe it is fitting to say a few words before leaving, so I will prepare a soliloquy to deliver before utilizing the portal. And at this point, I mean, you guys are, okay, so right now you are, 483 yards still away from this sort of almost like ziggurat-looking structure. We're just kind of continuing on. You know, what are we doing? Still walking?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Well, should we? I mean, 31's the mastermind here, right? Should we ask him where the heck we're supposed to go now?
He's at 483 yards ahead.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's roll.
Look for a doorway.
Yeah. So
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
you guys get to sort of like more towards the center of the ruins, and there seems to be you guys get closer to that, you know, that big tower, right? And you see that these are remnants of some sort of small ziggurat. It's a squat, two-tiered ziggurat sitting at the center of the ruins. Erosion over the years removed any remnant of a sharp edge to it. Black vines grow up the sides to the second tier and crawl atop the curved stone doorway at the center of the first tier. You can see that some of the vegetation has been hacked away outside of the door.
Recently.
I'll let you give me a perception check to figure out. Or maybe, I would say because it's bramble, it's nature. Give me a nature check to see if you can kind of figure out, maybe just based on like how the plants have
I got
decayed.
-1 in nature. Does anyone have a good nature? But they want to make a nature check?
I mean, you said
I mean, I'm
recently,
better
so
than that.
just give it a roll. Give it a
Yeah.
shot.
2.
Yeah. You can't tell when these were cut.
Right, because I'm an idiot. I'm Hoblet the Smasher. Alright,
Botany's a job for creators. We're destroyers here.
So I mean,
What-
this doorway it stands it's about 8 feet tall at its center, and you know these black vines are sort of crawling along its arch. But there's a heavy cloth that's kind of strung across as a makeshift door. And now, like as you kind of inspect it further, there are definitely signs of recent activity apparent in the area. There seems to be like some would look to be like maybe remnants of food and stuff like that outside, a campfire as well. And this cloth, now that you're up close, seems to have been put on here recently.
we had in. Send the robotics. I mean, it's his gig.
Oh, the other robot.
Yeah. Not you, buddy. You're our homeboy. Send the other
You're
robot.
still a robot.
But you're our robot.
You're not just any old
He's a
robot.
warforged, guys.
He's a robot. He's not one of those kind of robots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a magical robot.
Hoblet is going to sort of
That's
step
robot racist.
aside, look at 31 squared, and with a sweeping hand motion towards the cloth, say, "After you."
Is it dark? What did we?
It's like we're in the late evening now.
We got a time deadline though, don't we?
Yeah, you're fine
well
on
ahead
time.
of it.
You're fine on time. You're like a day ahead.
Okay.
But like he needed to the sooner he gets out the better because of how how quickly they may be able to track him or whatever.
Well, okay. Do we not want to go through right now? Do we want to wait till the morning? What do we want to do?
No, we can't have the kid out till morning. We got to have him back before someone expects him to be up and about.
Right. So what's the play here? Should we go in and leave this 31 squared is not giving us any information as to what the heck we're
Yeah.
supposed to be doing right
It's
now?
inside. He says all he knows is that it's definitely inside these ruins here. Like maybe in the ziggurat. This is
Someone
definitely
with
the
muscle is going to have to take point.
So, if I'm gonna head up there, do we want to tell the 31 squared to stay back with the kid? Because I don't want to take the kid in, and I don't want to split the party.
Put him in the middle of the party. If we're
And
going
bring the
down a
31
hallway.
squared with us.
Yeah. Put
Bring
them
everybody
in the
with
middle of
us?
the party. Like
That's what
me
I was
and-
thinking.
Me and
We'll
somebody
just
else
guard
will
him.
sweep from the back.
Yeah.
Then we gotta worry about.
No.
You think someone's gonna come get him out there?
Something either has gone in or come out recently. If it's come out, then it's already behind us.
Fair enough. Good point. Okay, so let's explain to them what we're doing, and you want to follow me in, Zero?
I was thinking I was going to be at the far
Yeah, I'll
back
follow you in.
with the heavy.
Okay. So Hoblet and his tiny little self is going to come up, and just because we haven't said anything about any noise that we've been hearing.
You haven't heard anything, but
Right.
make me a survival check as you're walking through.
Okay.
All of us.
No, just him.
13.
Yeah, you notice that the footprints that you kind of see in the ground there do seem to avoid some sort of area on the approach to the door.
So we're going to do the same.
Yeah.
And I'm going to notate to everybody that avoid this patch, friends. Looks to be some treacherous things afoot.
Okay. So you guys kind of walk around whatever patch, of like brambles and whatever, and go into the archway. So you enter into a large room. I mean, it's a ziggurat. It's not like there's many rooms or floors. It's just this 2-tiered structure. This appears to be a mix of a barracks, storage room, and training room. Boxes crowd the northern wall, some open to reveal goods that appear to have been destined for market. The southern wall holds straw targets and training dummies with an assortment of weapons scattered about for practice. And the rear of this room is set up with some curtain walls in what looks to be like a makeshift living area. One large stone stairway leads up at the far end of the room where you're entering from.
Near the living quarters?
Yeah. Right next to him. Sort of in the center.
And there's no one here?
You see that there are two men, sitting near the training dummies, like sharpening a blade, and they jump to their feet as soon as you enter the room. A tall yet slender orc tosses aside an apple that he was eating from one of the eastern crates and draws a crossbow. With a look of disdain, he growls,
"I don't know what you came here for, but now we can't let you leave. Get 'em, boys!"
Roll initiative again. 0.
That's what
10.
Peridot.
13.
Quinn.
5.
Hoblet.
20.
Nice. Wait, Hoblet.
12.
Ezra 20. Okay, Hoblet.
I was like, wait a minute.
Ezra, if
look
is your
at
real
me.
name.
I'm the smasher now.
That's gonna have to get some use.
Oh, for sure. Okay. So there's 2 thugs and then this orc, making their way towards you now, or attacking you. So we're gonna start with
Me.
Ezra.
Alright, let's give him the old 1-2.
Okay. Well, who are you going after? You got 2 thugs advancing, and then you got the orc with the crossbow in the back.
Now, since I can attack twice,
Uh-huh.
can I hit both of them if I go after the
They're close
2
enough
thugs?
together that I'd say you could probably engage both of them right now if
Okay.
you wanted to.
So I'm gonna go short sword,
Uh-huh.
so 1.
Okay. Well, number 1. Yeah.
And then punch number 2. And is number 1.
All right. So short sword. Let's do the attack on number 1 first.
Oh, okay. Ooh. 8.
That's not going to do it.
Alright.
What about the unarmed attack now?
22.
Oh yeah, that's a hit. So roll your damage, your unarmed damage against the second guy.
4.
4. Okay. So this tall slender this tall slender orc is going to point his crossbow at 0. No, actually no. Hoblet, you entered the room first, right?
I like this idea.
At 0. Okay. Yeah.
A
I'm
crossbow
going
duel?
after him. Yeah.
Crossbow duel it is. All right. And he shoots for 9.
Does
your
not
AC.
hit.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. And he's going to actually use a cunning action to hide behind one of the boxes.
All right.
He has 3/4 cover.
Okay.
Orc?
Yeah. The 2 thugs are going to just start trying to beat up Ezra. So thug 1 is going to try to smack you with his mace. He's going to try to smack you twice.
Okay.
First one is a 9, which is not a hit, and that one's even worse. So he whiffs. Second guy, same thing with the mace, 2 attacks. Crits you. And a 22. So for the crit, we have 14 damage, bludgeoning. And for the regular hit, we only have 3.
Well, I'm out anyway. I would be out anyway.
Okay, so
Or I'd be down.
Yeah, Ezra's down. Okay. And that's their turn. Peridot.
Okay.
First time Ezra's been down.
Yeah, but it wasn't us who did it, so
Yeah.
it's a step.
So it's not
forward
really my
regardless.
first time I've been down.
I'm going to try to crossbow.
Okay. Go for it.
The orc or the thugs?
Yeah, which guy? The orc behind cover, or one of the two thugs that are standing over Ezra's body?
As you even look towards the orc behind cover, I look at you and just shake my head a slight no.
Okay. The left troll. What is he?
Guy 2.
He's just a human.
Wait, so what? Ezra did no damage. We've got no damage on these guys.
No,
right?
no, I didn't.
He did
I
damage
hit one of
to
them.
the second guy.
Okay, what did he do?
Alright, yeah.
4?
Just punched him.
4.
I definitely go for one of the henchmen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
One
for the
that
guy
has
who's
damage?
injured, or the one who's not.
The injured one.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Go for it.
That's an 11.
It's exactly what you needed.
7.
7 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Definitely kind of gets him in the torso, but like not in any vital areas. But he definitely like kind of reels from the bolt sticking in him, and he's not happy. Hoblet.
I am going to cast Sacred Flame at the orc behind the box because he
He's got to make a dex save. Yep.
no benefit. Hide behind your box all you want, bitch.
He gets he tries to save, but he gets a 9, so that's gonna fail.
That's going to fail, so he's going to take some damage.
Yeah.
And it is 1d8.
Just 1d8. Yeah.
Which
8.
is an 8.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. You kind of hear him like, go, ah, as he kind of engulfed in this divine flame, and he has to stand up out of cover as a result, because he's kind of like trying to like he thinks he's on fire, but it's like divine flame, you know.
Just my Sacred Flame.
Nice. Okay. 0.
Looks over at Hoblet. Do you mind? We were having a moment.
Just wanted to give you a target, bud.
0 shrugs. Whistles. And that's a 10.
Does not get through his leather armor. Kind of. It's stuck in the armor,
Yeah.
but didn't do any damage to him. Quinn.
I'm going to
Sand robot.
attempt Bane again.
Yeah.
I can see all 3 creatures. They all must make a charisma saving throw.
All of them.
All 3, yep.
Okay. Start with the thugs. A 3, a 5, and now the orc, a 4.
Okay, so all of them
Yeah.
have failed the roll.
Yeah.
So they must roll a d4 whenever they attack or make a saving throw.
Yeah.
And subtract that d4 from that number.
Sounds good.
Cool. On top of that, as my bonus action, Bardic Inspiration, I look right at Hoblet. He just kind of gives me a nod back.
He knows.
Oh yeah, he knows.
Yeah.
He knows.
Okay. All right, Ezra, make me a death saving throw, please. So D20. If it's a 10 or higher, you pass.
Spare the Dying does nothing for him.
It does. It stabilizes him at 0, so he doesn't have to make saves
Yeah.
anymore.
Okay.
When I said the last time it did nothing, it's because he had already been stabilized, so
Right.
he couldn't extra stabilize.
So yeah, so that's 1 in the pass column.
Okay.
1 in the success column
Cool.
for Ezra. All right.
I want to know that I have that
Sure. Yeah.
up my
Spare the
sleeve
dying would work when you
if
got
I
it.
want to
And
do
that's
that.
exactly what it's there for.
I mean, if
Right.
he's passing saving throws,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really don't have to do it right.
I believe
I
spare-
would do it. It
I
makes him
think-
stop having to take saving throws at all.
Yeah.
So
what do
the
you- thanks, Dave.
we're gonna go to these thugs here. We're gonna go with Thug 1. Is gonna step over Ezra and charge at Hoblet. And swing with his mace twice. We have a not enough and a 22.
That's a hit.
6 bludgeoning. Thug 2 is going to pull out his heavy crossbow as the other guy's charging in and shoot it at Quinn. 17.
-4?
It was -1 out of
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit.
Yep. Okay. 1 piercing damage.
Cool.
And now the The orc who was hit by the Sacred Flame is going to take a shot at Hoblet with his heavy crossbow because he's more interested in the guy who can actually hit him. Sorry, was that too mean?
Sad.
But he whiffs badly. She rolls a 7 against your AC.
It's a miss.
Whizzes right by you.
Okay.
And then he's going to use his cunning action again to hide behind the crate.
All I wanted was to be Clint Westwood.
Good. So he just he shot at me and then ducked back down.
Yeah,
What a pushy.
Paradil.
Alright. Gonna try to take out some more of these dudes.
Okay,
We have no damage on the first one.
no damage on the first one. Second one is hurt.
Minus 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
The orc's still at minus 8.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, where's the orc now?
Just behind the crate still, hiding.
Right.
Um,
There's one thug that's got to be pretty close to being down.
yeah, I'm gonna go for the not downed one.
Sure.
Or the not damaged one.
Right. The unharmed.
Yeah.
Jabroni.
That was a 19.
That's a hit.
Plus the other.
Okay, and then damage. D8.
Plus
That's 3.
Yeah. On the undamaged one, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you're up in his face with Hoblet. All right. Hoblet. You guys are smashing.
Yeah, I'm going to. Despite my better judgment, I'm going to again cast Sacred Flame at the
Orc.
pussy behind the box.
What kind of saving throw is it again?
It's a dex saving throw.
Yeah. 13.
Did he roll a d4?
No, he did not.
He's not.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So he's not going to.
So he got a 12.
That's what it is.
Yeah, so he still passes.
Anything other than a 1.
Okay, so nothing happens. 0.
0, just looking crestfallen. He's now going through the motions with the shot. There's no more gusto left.
Yeah, sure.
And that's a 12.
Doesn't do it.
No, not against somebody in cover.
No.
It doesn't matter. He's just pulling the trigger now.
Yeah. Quinn.
He's gonna be heartbroken like all day.
There's a heart in there.
Yes. But all the springs are wobbly now.
I'm going to point at the orc and use True Strike, which is a cantrip
Okay.
that allows me insight into his defenses. So on my next turn,
Uh-huh.
on my first attack, I get advantage.
Excellent. That's an
with
action.
that, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay, Ezra. Death save. Oh yeah, that's a pass.
Success.
Yep. Okay, one more in the success column. And now the
You've got 2 successes. A third success means
You're
you're
at
back
0.
on. You're at 0.
and stable.
You would have to fail 3 in a row now to die.
Okay. Yeah, I figured that.
Okay, so
Thanks.
we're gonna have the orc pop up again, shoot at 0 because he's just laughing at you now, and he also whiffs badly. And then cunning action ducks.
Yeah.
Thug 1 is gonna try to hit Paradil, and he nat ones.
Finally, one on the other side of the screen.
And he's actually going to clock his buddy upside the head with the mace instead.
Yes.
For 5 bludgeoning damage.
Who's the one we've already hit?
Yeah, both of them now.
Right.
And so the second one is going to kind of get a little upset with him, kind of like, it's a free action, slap him on the back, up the back behind his helmet, and then swing at Hoblet for a 14. Yeah, that's a miss, right?
Miss.
Yeah. All right. Paradil.
Am I in scimitar striking range?
You guys are engaged in combat.
I'm gonna try a scimitar move where I
Okay.
slice at them both at the same time.
Can't do that. Well, actually, you
Then I'm not
could
gonna
if
do
you
that.
were to if you were to action surge. You could.
Okay, I'm gonna action surge. and I'm gonna try to scimitar them both at the same time.
Okay. So make your attack on the first.
That's 7.
7?
Yeah.
Doesn't hit.
Alright.
And make your second attack against the other dude.
That's a 20.
Crit.
Natty.
That's a crit. Yeah. So, like again, max damage on the 1 die roll, so just add another die to it.
Roll 1d6.
And then add 2, I think, right?
Yeah, that plus 2.
Six.
That's plus 2. Plus another
14
6
damage?
plus 2.
Yeah.
14 damage.
And this is guy 1, right?
This is guy 2, who's already been heavily injured.
Well, doesn't he get on the max damage? That would be the max for the die plus the modifier, or just max for the die?
Max for the die, you
Okay.
add the bonus because it's all with 1 attack.
Okay, so just 1 bonus on it.
He drops to 1 knee and is just bleeding and is barely standing. Good hit. Hoblet.
That was an acrobatic feat, by the way. Or is
Oh,
maybe,
you know-
maybe not technically, but
Yeah, not really, but I mean, it probably still looked cool.
yeah.
It would have looked cooler if he hit both of them.
Yeah, it would have looked way cooler.
But what are you doing?
I am.
You got 1 dude almost dead in front of you and another dude who's been hit once.
I suppose I'll just take a step over to, because I was engaged with the first guy, right?
Yeah, you're already fighting both of them. They're both within
Okay.
melee range.
I'm gonna turn to the second guy.
The guy who's like barely standing.
Yep, and
Yeah.
pull out my maul and
Trixie?
whack away.
Yeah.
Trixie's coming out to play. 16,
Hit.
which is 2d6 plus 3.
Yeah, what's it look like when you slay this fool?
He falls from his knee
Mm-hmm.
onto his back, and I step over him and smash right in the middle of his face.
Fantastic.
Let's traumatize this poor kid who's traveling with us for life now.
Oh yeah, he's got his ears covered and he's got his back to you guys and he's just
I tried to
muttering
tell the boy to stay home.
sweet things.
He made
to
his
himself.
choices. He took the blue pill, alright?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the blue pill? Is that the one?
The one where he goes the fuck home and decides not to go murdering as a lifestyle.
0. What are you doing?
Well, I'm going to action surge to switch weapons, because this guy's just ruined the whole thing already anyway.
Uh-huh.
Pull out the big sword, take my movement to walk around the outside of the box.
Which you absolutely can do.
And you just, dishearten. You've ruined it! Take the swing overhand. 13 against armor class.
Miss. I'm sorry.
Take some solace in nicking the crates that he's hiding behind.
Sure, yeah. He's definitely surprised though. As he now sees what you are.
Yeah.
Is he still hiding from us?
I would say no. He kind of had to stand up to engage with 0.
Okay. So he's no longer hiding.
Yeah, Quinn.
So this entire time I've been pointing at the orc. He's obviously been now distracted by 0. I say, Orc, I know your true weakness.
Those 15.
Yeah, it's definitely a hit.
Yeah, 15 plus 4.
Definitely a hit.
Cool. And that was my short bow for all intents and purposes.
Let's see it.
9.
Yeah, good hit. That one actually gets him, and he's like, and he kind of looks at you though and spits out a little, like a little blood from, or he kind of lick the wound a little bit, kind of not lodge in his shoulder, and he's like, "It's a better shot than you."
I made you look, though.
You kind of see him grumble.
Oh, and then bonus action, bardic inspiration to 0. I say, Metal Man, next time you'll get him.
All right, Ezra. One more death save, yeah.
Ooh,
2 failures.
That's a double failure.
How is it double?
Nat
Is
1
it
is
nat
2
one?
failures.
Now I'm tied.
Yep.
Full count.
So put the full count. Bases loaded. Yep.
Come on, are you joking?
No, for real. The sound of absolute sadness in your voice. Oh man. Okay. I'm so sorry. So the thug the one thug still standing, is still attacking Paradil with the mace. Okay, not even joking. I kind of want to lift my screen right now. He rolled a 1 again.
The shoes
So-
on the other foot tonight.
Yeah, this guy.
Yes.
Yeah, this guy's not doing so hot. Yeah, at least I'm not playing, right?
Like,
Right.
seriously, we're
Right.
getting ones more than 5% of the time without.
This is
rolls
ridiculous.
here.
Yeah, this is unreal. Yeah, so he's gonna.
Statistics geeks listening to this show. Take note.
The mace flies out of his hand and he falls flat to the ground and takes some bludgeoning damage from falling.
Hell yeah, he does.
He takes 2 bludgeoning damage from falling.
Eat it. Eat it, henchman thing, whatever
Yeah.
you are.
All right, and the orc is gonna try to take. He's gonna kind of quickly unsheath his short sword and try to stab you.
He's coming at you, Zero.
We got 2 attacks here coming: a 14 and a 6.
No.
I didn't even have to roll the Bane die on that because you're still concentrating on that, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I haven't been
Nothing
hit or
has hit
anything.
him to this.
Yeah. Right. Okay, Paradil.
I'm going after one of them dudes.
Yeah, it's the only one left.
Hit that henchman on the ground.
That's a 15.
15.
Yes.
Hit.
I said
No,
15.
that's not a 15. That's a 19.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah.
Oh, what,
You
what
when you attack, you
Oh.
add
That
that, and then
middle
when you if it hits, you
Right,
do
right.
that.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
19.
Yes.
All right.
Still
Yes.
hits.
Yeah, absolutely still hits.
19
So then the
with the scimitar.
So now you're gonna roll your damage.
That's an 8.
Wow. Yeah, good hit. He's not doing so hot and is like on the ground, like just. I mean, actually, I'll even say, to be honest, he's prone in front of you and unarmed. I know this is not a rule anymore in D&D, but I say you coup de grace him. I mean, he's completely defenseless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I cut his head off.
And he's prone.
Yeah. Bam.
Yeah.
a
It's
quick
gone.
A quick slash.
I mean,
With my
he bumbled so
scimitar.
badly, he should be punished for it.
right 2
so-
1s. So he's
Yeah.
got
Yeah. Well done.
That head's coming off.
That head's off. Hoblet.
Off of his head.
I am going to cast Spare the Dying to bring my boy Ezra back to stable with 0 HP.
Yep. You're good. Go ahead and erase all
Let's
those
do it.
attempts. You're still at
So
0.
those attempts are.
Yeah, you're still unconscious, but you're
Right.
stable. Okay. That's your action. You going anywhere? Well, you had to actually touch him anyway, so you kind of ran up to him a bit, I assume.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, okay. 0.
Once more, and we're just tacking that bardic inspiration right on.
Yeah, might as well.
13, 14,
Hit,
18
hit.
total.
14 is what you needed. I'll just tell you now.
2d6 plus 2. 12, 13, 14.
Bam!
6 damage.
Yeah, he is not looking hot at all. That one leaves a large gash across
We've
his
given him
chest.
14 now, 9 and 8. So he's got to be getting down there. He's got to be. We're clobbering this clown.
Yeah, he's not looking so hot. Quinn.
Yep, I just I knock an arrow into my short bow.
Yeah, give it to him.
I attempt to aim at the same spot I aimed at before. Ooh, 11.
Nope.
Yeah,
Aim was
I
a
guess.
little off. Was
was
kind
hoping.
of sails by his face. Ezra, you're unconscious, so you can't really do
Right.
anything. But I'm gonna roll a d4, and yeah, you'll be conscious in an hour.
Cool.
Like at 1 hit point, if no one else does anything or heals you magically.
I don't have any more spells
Yeah.
slots, bro. So
Crazy. So the orc is gonna stab twice again at 0, his arch nemesis now.
Good, we have the duel we were looking for.
21
you apparently were looking
and
for it.
21 and 15.
21 hits, 15 does not.
Okay. 5 piercing.
Okay.
Paradil.
I mean, if he wants to try to boat race me.
I'm going for the crossbow.
Do it.
Shoot at him.
That's a 9. This plus this?
Yep.
19.
Yep. Let's see that damage.
Ooh, that's a 9. It's a big fat 9er.
That one's actually stuck in his eye. He's still standing, but now is partially blinded. and he's standing with barely any
Holy crap.
anything. Okay, Hoblet.
I can make it over to the orc.
Sure can.
It's time for Trixie to come out again.
Don't
Yeah.
forget your bardic inspiration as well.
Yeah, oh yeah, you know what? I might. What do I do? A D4 with
D6.
it?
Or D4?
D4.
D4? Oh, yeah, that's right. D6 is later.
Yep.
Crit.
Oh! Not even going to make you roll it.
It is
What does it look like when you kill the orc?
As I walk over in a majestic display of dwarven athleticism, I step up on the pussy box that he's been hiding behind because I'm assuming that he's a good deal taller than me.
Yes.
Okay, so I step up onto like dun, 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 hop up onto the box. Trixie comes out and I smash the fucking arrow all the way through his head right
Yeah.
back into the wall.
Absolutely, you do. Excellent. I would give you inspiration, but that's what we're going to call it for the night. The thugs that...
No, I'm making a note and I'm keeping it for the next
Please,
time.
no. No, I'm just kidding. You can probably have inspiration for next time. That was rather inspiring. I don't need to be mean about this. All right. So just the thugs are dead. You guys. The rest of this first level seems to be empty, and we'll have to find out what happens next time. So once again, I want to thank everybody for listening. I really appreciate you tuning in. I'm Francesco, your Dungeon Master. Let's just go around and introduce everybody one more time. We have Joe playing Ezra.
Hi.
We have Mike playing Quinn.
So long.
We have Dave playing Zero.
Bye-bye.
Zach playing Paradil.
Bye.
And James playing Hoblet.
Till next time.
Yeah, if you like what you heard, follow us on Twitter. We're at Hapless Heroes. And until next time, folks.
If you don't like what you heard, we'll do better.